Oh, okay, I'm back. Wow, it's been a while since I've sat down and filmed a video. All you guys have seen me on my vlog. So, first of all, I'd like to say Merry Christmas, everyone. Got my little hat on. I'm not gonna wear it for the whole video because I kind of not digging this look, but okay. Today is going to be a Christmas Q&A. I went on Twitter and I asked you guys to comment on there. I also put it out on my Snapchat if you had any Christmassy questions, and I've been really excited because we've got the perfect amount of responses at the moment, hence why I'm filming right now. So if you ever want to be part of these videos, obviously just follow me on my either Snapchat or Instagram or Twitter. I post out there, but Instagram is usually my choice of commenting zones, so everything's up on the screen as it usually is. So anyway, I hope you guys are going to enjoy this Christmas Q&A, and let's just get into it. You'll have to excuse me because I've had a really sore throat the past few days, so I need to keep drinking some water to just rehydrate it in my lovely Starbucks cup. Look how amazing this is. Believe it or not, this is from the UK. I feel like the US are the only places that do the best Starbucks cup, but this, I mean, is brilliant. I love it. So the first question comes from Darcy GXOGIA. Darcy, Georgia? Is that what it's meant to be? I don't know. It says, what's your favorite thing about Christmas? What do you even answer to that? There's, okay, the favorite thing. It's probably the build-up, because you have an excuse to see friends and family, and then also on Christmas, I don't know, it's a tie-up between that, like the build-up and getting all excited and going out on Christmas nights out, wearing your Christmas sweaters, maybe eating a little bit more than you would and treating yourself a bit more. Also though, I think that on actual Christmas Day, I think it's just a nice occasion because you're hopefully with family, hopefully everybody's with some sort of loved one. You get dressed up, you're feeling happy. You just do these things. You have like a sense of satisfaction that you just don't get all year round. I feel anyway. Like, I love my family and we had the best time anyway, but like Christmas Day is just extra special, and you all know it's gonna be extra special, so you just all enjoy it. And there's so much love in the air, and I just think it's that sort of vibe, I live for. So that's what I love about Christmas Day. And you know, like, you play games, like you wouldn't play games usually, so it's just something, I think that sort of magic in the air leading up and onto Christmas, that spirit in the air is my favorite thing. Okay, Sophie Phillips 29 says, what do you do for work? Alright, so this isn't super Christmassy related, but I can't tell you guys exactly what I do, like where I work, sorry. I can tell you what I do. I can't tell you where I work, just because privacy, it's not something you should ever advertise as a YouTuber. It's not something I can advertise legally anyway in my contract. So I am a working makeup artist. I work in the industry. I do makeovers daily. I work for a cosmetic company. I've spoken to you guys about this briefly in a vlog, I think. I do work for a specific brand, but my job title is artist. I am a makeup artist. The company I work for is, a lot of you guys thought I worked for MAC. I'm going to put that out there now. I do not work for MAC. I'm not a massive fan of the company. However, I know I do have viewers who work for MAC, and please, I don't ever mean to diss them. I'm not, ever since growing into the industry and learning a lot more about makeup brands, like you guys used to know, I work for Guerlain, who's part of the LVMH group that own Dior and Givenchy Cosmetics and things like that. It makes you open your eyes to different brand morals, and basically the brand I work for now has amazing morals, to do with client customer satisfaction, to do with product testing, to do with just everything. Their products are quality, their story is quality, everything about them is quality. I work with makeup every single day, out in the field, out afield there with the people of the world, and it's really exciting. Can be frustrating at times as anything else, but obviously at the moment Christmas is like one of my busiest seasons. It's just makeover after red lips, after gold eyes, after fake lashes. Oh my god. Okay, next question comes from Chloe Scott. What is your favorite Christmas song and film? Ah! Oh my god. Okay, Christmas film. Oh, film. I'm a lot more about Christmas specials. I love Christmas specials. Royal Family, The Only Fools and Horses, Gavin and Stacey, like those are my things. But for movies, I have to say, oh, it's so tough between Christmas with the Cranks and Santa Claus, the original movie. It's between those two. And Christmas song, my favourite Christmas song, I have to say, I think is...
If my friends could see me now, how do I look? Ridiculous.
So I think that that song, that specific version as well, so it's Rocking Around the Christmas Tree but with Mel and Kim. I've just always, when I was a kid, loved that song because I think it's just, I love all the little chatting in the background. It's got a real good spirit to the song, so that is my favourite Christmas song. Right. Next question or questions comes from ARI.Rooks, R-U-X. What's your favourite food to eat at Christmas? I always look forward to, obviously, the Christmas dinner. Obviously, as it goes without saying. I really look forward to pigs in blankets specifically because I feel like, why don't we eat that all around the year? It's sausage and bacon. We eat sausage and bacon all around the year, but we don't eat pigs in blankets. So I really look forward to actually having pigs in blankets at New Year. Like, it's just really nice. And Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. They also said, would you rather have snow or sun at Christmas time? 110% snow. Are you joking me? OliviaKate.X. If you could go anywhere for Christmas, where would you go? I wouldn't go anywhere. I would stay home, 110%. But if you mean if I could go anywhere with my family, then I would probably go to, I've always just wanted to do North Pole, Christmas at the North Pole. Like, I am a big kid inside. I would just love to do that. Or I would go to Disney World. I've never been to is it Disney World or Disneyland? What's the big one in Florida? Is it Disneyland? Disneyland, isn't it? Yeah, Disneyland. Alright, Smiley Citrus says, what's your favourite Christmas tradition? Oh, she's got this little Father Christmas emoji. I didn't know that. She put that on her comment. I suppose our one tradition on Christmas year, what is going on with words today? I absolutely love having new pajamas on Christmas Eve. It's probably one of our only real, like, die-hard traditions that we cannot miss. But my mum, ever since we've been young, Christmas Eve we open one present. Me even, I'm the only child, so I open one present and it's I know it's gonna be Christmas pajamas. So basically when I was younger, my mum used to tell me when Father Christmas used to visit me that Father Christmas has to see you in new pajamas. You don't want him to see you in old pajamas. So that was the sort of thing around it, and we still do it to this day and I still love it. So yeah, I just like love that tradition. Miss Cindy Rachel says, we know that you're a quarter Italian. What else are you mixed with? What are some of the foods you and your family eat at Christmas? Alright, so I'm quarter Italian, but then I'm 3/4 English. So I am mainly English. It's just because my nan, so my dad's mother, is fully Italian, so that's where I get my quarter from. But my favourite foods to eat at Christmas is, we always get, mum will always buy selection boxes of biscuits, and like one of my favourite like treats is biscuits all year round. But at Christmas you get like the Fox's biscuits, you get the Family Circle biscuits, and that's just one of my favourite things because like every morning I'll wake up and have a choice of biscuits. And like I said, I absolutely love Brussels sprouts and pigs in blankets. Like why don't we have them year round? I don't get them. Alright, the next question comes from Blame Rutendo. Is that right? How is your new job and what are your responsibilities? Oh, that's a cool question. Okay, so I'm full-time now. I've always previously worked in part-time work and it's been a lot more busier, but it's felt really good because obviously I'm earning more money. I do have more responsibilities. So basically in my sector where I am in the makeup industry, I am not we're a big international company, Bristol. I am not the top rank person, I am the one below. So basically it is, by the way, that was my hand, that was not me farting. So basically I'm like the one step down from the top manager on our patch. And basically it's really good because I started with part-time with this company and then I built up to this role, which is basically like I was the third person down, I'm now the second person, and the first person is a good friend of mine now, so it's really nice to work with. So my responsibilities include, I run the diaries, so I run client confidentialities, I run the client diary and making sure that the artists are available when we're available. making sure we've all got time to make sure we've got the breaks and that our shifts are all coinciding. I also deal with product ordering, so I make sure we have all the makeup in to use on clients. I also do the brushes as well, because there's a few artists that work on our patch, and I am sort of in charge of all of those. Everything, basically. The person above me does numbers. I do everything pretty much else. Everything, all the physical responsibilities are mine. So that's the best way I can sort of describe it without giving away where or what I do. Oh, and how is it? I love it. I absolutely love my new job, and I'm so happy where I am. Heel. What's your favorite ever Christmas present you've been given? How do you answer that? Oh, wow. Oh. Alright, my favorite ever Christmas present that I'd ever been given was, actually this is a pretty easy one, and that's probably why it came to head pretty quick, was, I think it was 2011, maybe 2012, no, we came home in 2012. It would have been 2011 then. It was Christmas Day, obviously, and my parents, this is when we were living in Malaysia, my mum had basically got this huge box and wrapped it up, so I was clueless to what it was. I was like, oh my god, I haven't asked for anything this big, like what the hell's going on? I open up all the wrapping paper, I open up the box, and there's loads of random pieces of shredded paper in there and random pieces of, like, I don't even know, just rubbish in there basically. And at the very bottom of the box there was an envelope, and I was like, what is this? What is this? Oh my god, what is this? And I think obviously at the time I must have been 16, maybe 15, 16, and I opened it up, and basically it was a plane ticket to go to Australia with my best friend Rain, because she was in Malaysia. She lived in Australia, but for Christmas she was in Malaysia, and she knew about this, and her mum knew about this, because my mum and her mum had been talking to make sure we got flight tickets that were like seats next to each other. So basically they all knew, and I'd been to like Rain's house on Christmas Eve, like we were celebrating, and she was like, I'd always told she had this thing, like this aura about her, and I was like, what was going on? Like there was a big secret, but no one knew what it was. And I opened it up Christmas Day, and I was like, oh my god. So I went to Australia, Gold Coast, Australia with Rain, so we flew together. Like, do you know what an experience that is, flying with your best friend? It's just, you just don't do it, especially at 16, like you just don't do it. So it was just incredible. We went and I stayed over there, I think it was for like 2 weeks, maybe just a little bit more, a little bit less, and I vlogged it all actually. It's still on my channel from that sort of time. It was just called my Australia vlogs or Gold Coast vlogs. And it was still loads of memories that I'll hold so close to my heart. So that was my best present, and it still resides in my head so much. Aimee_X101 says, what's your favourite outfit to wear at Christmas? Excuse me. This one is probably going to be in the top charts of what I'm excited to wear, because I bought this to wear this year. So it is this red satin top from Zara. There you go, still got the tags on it. And I seen this, basically it gets really long at the back, so it sort of looks like a dress from the back, and then it's really short at the front. So I'm gonna probably wear this with either sort of jeans, black jeans style things, or maybe even a little skirt to make it look like a dress, a black skirt to make it like a dress. But this is, I'm really excited to wear this, and yeah, it's really pretty. I do love it. I got it in Zara not too long ago, I think about maybe a week or so ago. So I'm planning to wear that Christmas Day, and I'm really looking forward to it because it is a very pretty shirt, and I just seen it when I was walking past and I just knew I had to have it. So I was like, oh, went in and it fit, and I was like, yeah. Okay, the next one comes from Chloe Watson 2004. What's your favourite Christmas candle? Also, can I please be in your video? I love you so much. So Chloe Watson 2004, you are in my video. Thank you for commenting, lovely. My favourite Christmas candle has to be the one that's burning back there. In all honesty, I don't know why I ordered this. I've always been curious of the scent. This is a Bath & Body Works candle that I got in my last Bath & Body Works haul on this channel that I did in collaboration with GoSend. And I ordered this back in, I did that in video in like, what, February, March? And I ordered that. And this scent is Fresh Balsam. Oh my goodness, it's so strong. I can smell it. I smell it like I'm smelling under the candle over here. It basically smells like a fresh Christmas tree. It's very sort of fresh and spicy and very wintry. Like I could almost picture it being snowing outside just with this smell. Jess Kelly OVO. Winter skincare routine. So I have been using, I've just got the new skincare set. If you watch my vlogs you'll know already, but I've been getting into the Estee Lauder day wear and night wear, and that is just my year-round, what is going to be my year-round winter routine. But I can't live without my Mario Badescu spray in winter as well as summer, actually, to be fair, because it just sort of rehydrates my skin because I get very dry skin at Christmas. Alright, this is from Sandy20_26. Starting YouTube dash. How did you get the confidence to start YouTube? What tips do you have for someone who wants to start YouTube? And how do you overcome the awkward feeling of filming and out and about with people watching? Oh, and also what apps do you use on your phone for pictures / video editing? Alright, so if I'm honest, I just watched YouTubers like you're watching me now, and I just decided I wanted to do it, and that was maybe like 5 years ago, and I filmed on my MacBook camera. I wasn't anything special. I knew I wasn't anything special, but the thing was I treated myself like I was something special. You have to film like the world's watching you. Have this image in your head. I was quite lucky that I'm still a small channel for sure, but I did start when I started before people made money on YouTube. And when you realize you can make money, it changes the game, which is why I feel like now it's harder to make it as a YouTuber, because it's just, people seem to think it's money, but it's not. If you've got a true passion, people will pick it up, but it's gonna take time. Like, I'm so happy with where I am now. I have a real big goal for the future, but I'm happy where I am now with my subscribers, with it being still quite intimate. And I think the whole awkwardness of filming outside was definitely a hard thing. And if anything, the thing that gave me the confidence was my camera, my new camera, my Legria X Mini. Because it doesn't look like a camera, that gave me so much confidence. Instead of having like your phone like this, or sorry, well, it would have been that way if you're using the nice camera, so everyone's like, what is she doing? Or if you have a point and shoot, like a normal point and shoot camera or a DSLR, you're basically like doing that the whole time, and you're like having to get back really far, and it just looks weird. And even I think, like, that's why I never liked doing too many vlogs, and that's why since I've had my Legria, the Canon Legria camera, and you guys have seen it all before, it doesn't look like a camera, and it's a fisheye, so I can literally hold it like just here. It doesn't look like a camera, it sort of looks like I'm holding a phone, just like that. And it's given me so much confidence, I'm not gonna lie, and that's totally not sponsored by Canon, but that was what it was designed for. It was designed for vlogging YouTubers. So super excited about that, and that's what gave me so much confidence. But obviously you have got to be a confident person in general anyway to be able to do that, because it is something a bit different, and it can be very awkward at times if you don't pre-warn people you're doing it. Next question comes from Hannah Louise Steed. What will your New Year's resolution be, and what lip colour do you like wearing for Christmas? So this, okay, let me go get my stuff. This is my favourite lip combo at Christmas, so it's just an Essence red lip liner, and this is the Wet n Wild lipstick in Cherry Picking. It's always been a favourite, it always will be. It's super bright. I just love it. Definitely my favourite at Christmas. And then as it goes for New Year's resolutions, I have been writing things down as I've been thinking them. So I haven't put them as resolutions, but I put them as goals for 2017. And then I've been thinking a lot about my bucket list of life, just what I want to do. But so far on my list for my 2017 goals, so this is not to be done for the new year, this is to be done over the new year. So by the end of 2017, I would like to do my advanced PADI license. So for you guys who don't know what that is, it's basically, I'm a scuba diver, and I have a PADI license, so you have to do like a test and like a written exam to have a PADI license to be able to scuba dive, and you can do different levels of that. So it goes on to open water, like I did junior open water, and I've done open water, and then it goes advanced, and then it goes like rescue diver. I want to get to at least advanced, and I want to start doing some cold water dives in the UK, obviously, because I used to live in the tropics, so not gonna find warm water here, but there is some places that I can do it. It's gonna be an expensive process, but it's something I'd like to say I can do to add to my skill list. The next thing on my list here is to get my CBT. So a CBT is another license. Basically, I want to get loads of different licenses. This is just, I want to expand my belt of tools. you know, I don't know, a CVBT basically allows you to ride a motorbike, or a 500cc bike, I think. So basically I want to be able to own by the end of this year a bike and also have my license to be able to drive it. And then in the next one here it says get to a size UK 12. So I've already been working on this a lot since my breakup and just basically trying to improve myself, and I've decided that this is already a realistic goal. I could probably even go further if I tried, so I might even push that to a 10. Because currently I vary depending on clothes, as everybody does, but I have been a size 18 in the past. I was mainly last year a size 16 in tops and bottoms, if not an 18 in bottoms. And the past sort of 3-4 months I have really been trying to just be healthier, and I've already got down to a size 14, so I just need to drop one more size to reach my goal. So if I reach it I will progress it, but in the meantime I'm gonna stick it at that. The next one is start a business. Now I did announce that I said I was gonna start my business hopefully in time for Christmas. Again, I get so close and then things fall through. I get so close, things fall through. So basically I've been working really hard, everything's sort of nearly done, the final touches failed, and I've got to start not all over again but fairly new, but I want to by the end of 2017 have my business. I've also put there get to at least 80,000 subscribers. I'm at over 40, I think I'm at nearly 44,000 now, so basically just double this by next year. And then my next one is to purchase another Chanel piece, because I purchased my first piece a few months ago and I loved it and I was so happy with it, and I just loved that feeling I got from it, so I definitely want to be able to do that again. And my final one was quite intimate. It's quite a fairly, you know, something to do with at least my financial situation. Is I said I'd like to have at least £7,000 in savings. That's not current, that is in savings. That's money that I don't touch and never will touch. So that is my goals for, that's a really long answer, but there's my goals for 2017. Megan Ball 22 says, do you have any plans of moving out of your mum and dad's house and starting your own family? By the way, love you and love your videos, Amy. Would love to meet you one day. Oh, that's so sweet. If you ever, obviously, if you ever do see me come up, are you in the southwest? Like anybody, seriously, I'd love to meet you guys. So, as you guys knew, anyway, I broke up with my boyfriend about 4 months ago, and we did have big plans like to move out next year. He was going to buy an apartment, and you know, he even said to me at one point, we will live together, like, you know, so it was all going to happen, but now it's not, obviously, and I'm kind of happy about it because I got a lucky escape now that I'm sort of looking back on everything. Yes, I do have plans to move out in the coming maybe couple of years. We've got a loose plan in mind. Obviously my only plan at the moment is to save for a deposit on a mortgage. My parents want to help me out with a deposit on a mortgage. My family want to help me out on that deposit on a mortgage, and I'm very lucky in the fact that my uncle is a mortgage advisor. So at the end of the day, basically the goal is I want to buy my own place, not want to be with somebody to buy my own place. I'd love to be with somebody, obviously, but I'd like to solely own it. So there is plans in the pipeline, but it won't be happening super soon, but in the coming few years, hopefully. So the next question comes from Stacey Elizabeth 92. You mentioned you've got a guy's number at the vlog. You're very vigilant, aren't you? You mentioned you got a guy's number in the vlog when you were at the rugby. Did anything progress from that? You are paying attention, aren't you? So yeah, if you guys watch that vlog, it says, I think it's called Meet Drunk Me, and it was one of my best vlogs. It was so funny, and yeah, at the end of it, basically, I did end up getting a guy's number, and we did have a little kiss that night as well. Yeah, we did message all of that night. If you continue watching the vlogs, you could see that I was messaging, I was like texting on my phone. So I was messaging him and I was messaging another guy as well. Like, which I actually got a message from this morning that was like really surprising. And then basically he added me on Snapchat, all of a sudden I was driving and it was just like, it popped up like, so-and-so's added you on Snapchat, and I was like, where did he get my Snapchat from? But obviously phone numbers connect to Snapchat now, don't they? So he added me on Snapchat and we did Snapchat a little bit, but I don't know, I didn't find him like, I'm sort of, I wouldn't call him very picky, but I'm sort of picky. Like, he was just kind of a bit boring. I'd be open to talking to him again, but he lives in Wales, so it's not easy to like go on a night out or anything like that, do you know what I mean? So I don't know if anything will progress. I'm just one of those people that's like open and just, if things are meant to happen, I'll let them happen, you know? So something progressed, but not entirely yet. The next one comes from Brianna123. How long have you and your boyfriend been dating, and do you plan on staying in the UK or moving away when you leave home? Alright, so we had been dating come September, middle of September maybe. 10 months, and we're now obviously apart, and he is with someone else, but we're not going to talk about that because we don't like them. Yeah, so basically all that went on. No, I'm not with him anymore, and I haven't spoke to him since that night that he came over to my house, and I'm absolutely fine with that. If anything, it's been amazing just to completely almost like cut it out and push it away, because he was not good for me. He was an amazing person, but he really let himself down in certain ways. He come across as such a strong person to all of his friends and to everybody else who he met. Like, that's the vibe I got out of him when I first met him. But behind closed doors, he's very insecure, I would say, personally. When you think back on everything, and obviously that's all I'm gonna say. I loved him with all my heart, but you see different things when you've broken up, and you think back on different things. So I would always love to stay in the UK, and of course if I buy a property it's gonna have to be here, but I would love at some point in my life to live in the US, so we'll see. Rebecca McKay 16 _ said, what would be your ideal dream Christmas gift you could ever receive? Holy. Wow. I suppose it would be, this video is gonna be so freaking long. I don't even know, because if a gift becomes too big, you're like, hang on a minute, I can't take that, do you know what I mean? But if that wasn't involved, if Santa Claus would come back to visit me, I'd like him to bring me a house. Or maybe a deed to a platinum mine. Or maybe a ring, not on the phone. Do you guys know where I'm going with that? That's a song. No, I probably would like, the ideal thing would be a house with a big bell on top. Or if you could give non-physical things, give me the magic of Christmas back, like the real Santa Claus being in my head and just the magic of being Christmas. Tammy Biolu, sorry, I do apologise. Do you, since you've mentioned on several occasions that faith and family are very important to you, dedicate any of your time to charitable causes or participate in any charitable events? Very reasonable question. Unfortunately, no. I do give to charities. My charity of choice is Dogs Trust, and I do it like Christmas time, I like to give to the Salvation Army, and there's just so many charities, and you have to pick the right ones, and it breaks my heart knowing I can't help everybody, but you have got to at Christmas, you know, give to charity. You just got to. There's people out there that have not got anything, and you're sitting at home in a warm house with family and friends and presents, and it's just, if you can give £5 or you can give just a little bit of money just to help that person, it will help a million. It will just do everything, and it should do something for you as well. It should make you feel happy. But no, charitable events, if I'm honest, outside of work now, I barely have time to do this, which is my hobby. I like to have a strong relationship with my friends and family, but I will do anything I can when I can to support charities. And I've even been thinking about doing some sort of video maybe where all the monetization proceeds goes to a goes to a charity. No, unfortunately not, but if I can, I will. And I would love to as well sort of volunteer at the dog shelter and things, but it's the time, and I don't like being a letdown to people, so I don't dedicate myself to something that I cannot be relied on for. Pixie Slade, what's your favourite Christmas album? Michael Bublé, obviously. Ellie Zero Taylor, how was Christmas when you lived abroad? Did it feel different? It felt incredibly different. We had a Christmas in Australia. We had a Christmas obviously at home in Malaysia, but we're not with family. We have to be with all of our friends, which is still amazing, but it's completely different. Obviously you're in a tropical country, it's burning hot. We obviously did all the same traditions because we're an English family. We still did the Christmas dinner, we still did the trees and decorations and everything, and all of our friends in fact would celebrate Christmas, so we'd make our own Christmas out there. But yeah, it was totally different. We would travel to just different places, tropical islands again for Christmas. It was just a completely different experience, but this is where I would be if I could choose anywhere in the world. Would be exactly where I'm sitting right now for Christmas Day. This is my dream. I just love being home in my house with my family in Bristol in the United Kingdom. I love it here. This is my bread and butter, and I think living away is what you have to do to be able to appreciate it fully. Mills, what made you want to start collecting makeup? Love your videos. YouTubers. It spirals from there. Basically that's why I've never done a video that said YouTube made me buy it, because I just basically share a makeup collection video because I was influenced by so much by YouTubers, and basically YouTube is the reason I do my job, my full-time job, what I do today. Meg_Louise_Clark, do you prefer giving or receiving presents? This question always eludes me because I feel like if someone goes, I prefer receiving them, everyone's gonna go like, oh my god, like, that's so mean of you. But then I feel like everybody answers, I love giving them. And truth be told, I absolutely love giving presents, but who doesn't love receiving them? Hello, of course I do love giving them. I tell you what, actually, I love giving presents when I know the present's right. You know when you've got someone something and you just cannot wait to give it to them because you know they're gonna love it? Oh, that feeling is the best feeling. So, you know, it's a bit of both. Ethanilcia 26, how is your business progressing? Nope. Well, there's nothing wrong with it, it's just I'm not happy with the product yet, and the product needs to be perfect before we open the business, correct or not? So I'm basically debating as well. Actually, maybe you guys can let me know down in the comments if you've made it this far. If you're still here, hi, well done. I was debating, there's gonna be quite a few products, and I didn't know whether I wanted a trial run, like 1 or 2 products on an external site, not on my own business site, to see if you guys like it, or do you think that will hinder the brand image? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you think I should just go out and be like, whoa, and there's everything, it's open, and wait till it's perfect? Or do you think you'd like sort of a sneak peek of maybe 1 or 2 items on like Etsy or like an external selling site? Let me know your thoughts. Probably all gonna say that one because you want to know what it is, but I don't know. Tasha Rose, any tips on how to get a job in the makeup industry? Absolutely. So I have made a video all about this. I won't go into it now. If you do not mind my love, I will leave the link for you specifically down below on everything that I did to get into my job where I am now, including qualifications, work experience, connections, etc. I'll leave it down there for you. Oh my goodness, Henry Roslek. Henry from my vlogs, everybody who's watching. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck? A woodchuck could chuck wood. Referencing to our Bicester Village video, which I think it's called It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas, I think. Love you, Henry. Alright, last 2 is, are you and your friend Callum and Henry going out? Are your friends Callum and Henry going out? Oh, sorry, Callum. She commented right after Henry commented, like before Henry. Yeah, so Callum and Henry are engaged, and they're engaged. Like, they live together just down the road over there. They're engaged. They are amazing. I love them to pieces. And can I just say, I'm Callum's bride of honor. Maid of honor? Not bride of honor. I am Callum's maid of honor. So can you imagine his hen party? I'm going to throw him the best hen party, and we are going to be filming it all. So stay tuned. All right, then the final question is from Rosa, GRXB. What is your favorite song of 2016? Does it have to be released this year, or like can it just be the song I've been loving this year? Because to be honest, I've just like this year really been getting into
sometimes you gotta take a chance to break through. Feeling empty, feel used. It's like we're running on fumes. But one thing I know for sure, ain't giving up on you.
Alright guys, and that was everything for the video. If you've stayed tuned for all of this, sorry if I didn't get your questions in there. I had to skip over some for time limits. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all very soon and have a very Merry Christmas and stay beautiful. Ciao!